Is really just finished up the knee program, and Althea, you've just really rocked the program. You did incredibly well. I know it wasn't without challenges, but maybe you could start for us and tell us what made you pick up the phone and give us a call. Tell us about the knee and your health, and tell us your story.
Well, I had excruciating knee pain, and it was becoming to the point where I was afraid I was going to have to stop doing exercising, and and I knew that that was like the end of the road, and I didn't want to reach the end of the road. And it happened to be that around that time I saw an ad in Facebook for a non-surgical solution for knee pain, uh, that used something called trigenics. And I said, well, this is something I am unfamiliar with. So it's something new that I haven't tried. So I said, and I've been through like lots of physical therapy, and I go to a rehabilitative chiropractor, and I've used a lot of different, modalities. And I still at the end of the day was not improving enough in my estimation. And I was afraid of, what would happen. And all the doctors said, well, you're headed for a knee replacement. Mm. And then I saw this ad that said, well, this is a non-surgical solution. And I thought, well, I haven't got anything to lose, so I might as well try it. And so I got improvement right away. I really think that the trigenics was the key to improvement in my knee. I think of the single most important element, that's it for me. And for me, I'm a person who's very responsive to manual manipulation. And I've gone to chiropractors all of my life because my parents were enlightened enough to take me when I was a young girl.
Wow.
You had a back pain, that's where you went, was to the chiropractor. So a new one, I was certainly willing to try, and I got results. And if you get results, you keep on keeping on. And he said that you had to go on this anti-inflammatory diet, and I thought, well, all right. I had excuses for not starting it right away. So I was halfway into the initial 8 weeks or whatever of the program before I started it, because I had a few big life events going on that needed to be done, because the last thing I wanted to do was set myself up for failure. And he said it was a weight loss, and I am aware that I need to lose weight. So I went on it, but the importance of the anti-inflammatory diet cannot be overemphasized. I did it. I started with some skepticism.
Could you tell us about your learning experience around Christmas time? You kind of went off the diet, and a lot of us do at that point. And what did you learn from that?
Well, I had a difficult time in December. I experienced some depressions, and then the social challenges, are triggers for me. So I said, I need a reset. So I've started back on the 30-day plan. And the 30-day plan, I got results in my whole body, not just the knee. I mean, because the diet is holistic. It's for the whole body.
Can I ask you a few things? What % improvement would you say your knee is now as compared to when you started?
I'd say 80%.
Thank you. And that's exactly what you said last time we reassessed. What things are you able to do now that you weren't able to do before, or that you weren't able to do as good before?
Well, I can walk as far as I want.
Wow.
I also found out that I live on top of a hill, and I can walk up and down that hill like a normal person without needing to stop, or without being in pain or whatever. And I'm able to work out as much as I need to work out.
Go ahead, you were about ready to say it.
I need to exercise in order to keep my mood even, and to as well as for general fitness. And before I knew Dr. Prax, I had made a commitment that I was going to get as fit as I could to prevent myself from going downhill further, and I was headed way downhill.
Dancing.
I am a belly dancer as well.
And you're now able to dance better, right?
And I'm able to dance better. I was able to go through a certification program in belly dance that is a 3-day nonstop 6-hour days of dancing, which is very intense. And I was able to do that better and have better endurance than even some of the professional dancers.
Any last words? Would you recommend it for somebody who has knee pain? What about the skeptic? Well, you said that. You were skeptical. What would you say for somebody who's skeptical?
I would say if you've got knee pain and it's not getting better, that it's worth a shot. And they'll tell you whether they'll help you or not. I would say it's worth a shot, especially if you live in Charlottesville. I live an hour away, and I find it worth the trouble to get here. So if you're seeking optimal health, then I would suggest that you come here.